How did I miss all of those? Those second two should have definitely hit, but oh well. Alright, we need to do some looting. Ooh, I leveled. Yay. Alright, let's see. What do I want to take this time? Let's raise up sneak. Add some more points to speech. Some more to repair. I've got 2 left. Sure. We'll raise that up. So apparently all the baddies are on that side. Because I'm not getting any red when I come over this way. But I get a lot of red when I go over the other way. Is this the main exit? I might be back at the front door now, if that's the case. Cool. That at least lets me know where I am. Alright, time to show off the hacking minigame. So, the way the hacking works is you're going to get a whole screen full of random crap. And then you have to find the password in that random crap. And it is, it's a game of mastermind. So, like, wanting could be the password. And if I do that, it'll tell me how many are correct. Not which ones, but how many are correct. And then from there I can figure out, oh, okay, well, if 3 of them are correct, I have to find one that has 3 that match up, blah, 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 blah. There are also occasionally things like this, where if you find those brackets that are closed with each other, it will either remove a dud or it'll reset your attempts. So typically I try and get down to 1 attempt left, and then I go find all of those, because again, sometimes they restore your attempts. That is if it takes me more than a couple attempts to get it. 3 out of 7. So it can't be walking, because walking has more than 3. It can't be, well, it could be milling, right? M-I-L-L is different. Yeah, so it could be milling. Can't be offline. It could be selling. It could be no, it can't be camping. Maltese. Can't be that. Could be warlike. Okay, it's not warlike, which means I'm gonna guess it's probably one of the ing ones. Got it. So that's how hacking works. It's fairly simple as long as you understand how Mastermind works. And then usually the computers will give you access to stuff. Sometimes it's lore, sometimes it allows you to open locked doors, or a lot of times if there's a safe in an area, it will allow you to unlock the safe. So, yeah, hacking is useful. I guess I'll hold on to empty syringes. I think I can use that. Can't open that safe, though. I need a lockpick of 50 or more. I definitely don't have that. I've only got 25 in lockpicking, so... Oh, well. Yeah, hacking's useful in the same way that lockpicking tends to be useful. Okay, that is the front door. Good to know. Let's go explore the rest of this place and probably kill us a whole bunch of bandits. I'm gonna heal up real quick. Got it. Don't know if this is going to give me any kind of advantage, really, but hey, it can't hurt to look, right? Oh, we got a prisoner here. Sneak attack critical. I do see more. Oh wow, where did you come from? Well, that's the leader of the pack. Let's switch over to something a bit more damaging in these close quarters. I don't really have anything that's much more damaging in these close quarters. This'll do the trick. All right. Job's done. Not easily mined, but hey, we did it. Well, I'm glad he didn't pull that one out. Shit. Alright, I'll take it. It'll sell for good at least. Take his armor so I can repair mine. Alright, take another one of those. And then there are still hostiles in here, I guess, somewhere. Oh yeah, I see him. Okay. That's the guy I shot in the back of the head, I think. And that's the last one. As far as I'm aware, anyway. I don't see any more red dots anywhere, so I hope that's the last one. I guess we'll find out shortly.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Well, I'm Deputy Beagle, and I'm being held hostage. Can you imagine? I'd be most grateful if you would set me free. I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest a lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, without it. You lead the way.
Dickweed. Okay, so that's where I came in. And this again is the front door.
Hey there.
That was not the voice that was weird.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Prim. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Yeah, but I sort of feel like you'd all be better off with the NCR than with some random convict.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash.
Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff.
The cowboy
Last word
robot.
I had in the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say. Well, now that you mentioned it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Beagle had some notes he was taking while he was eavesdropping around the Powder gangsters. He'll be your best source of information on that subject. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be.
Dialogue trees, dialogue trees.
Now, your guess is as good as mine. You might luck upon someone who's a natural-born sheriff. I heard of one fellow what got himself locked in that NCR jailhouse up I-15. And maybe that ain't the best credential, but a sheriff's a sheriff. I imagine the NCR would be able to bring some law to the town, too. But from what I seen, they barely got the firepower to protect themselves. Well, I guess I never thought of that. I guess he could be sheriff. If you think he could be reprogrammed for it. Gangers, gangsters, all sounds like trouble to me.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll answer what I can. Sure do. I run the courier office out of my shop. Leastways I did before things went to hell around here. Ask away. Let's see. Been tough around here for a good while now. Worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First there was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. Little while ago, a good chunk of them left whatever kind of organization they got up there to squeeze all the food and drink out of us they could. That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. Now, they can't rush us without eating a good bit of hot lead, but we are in a kind of box canyon. Guess this is a fitting place for that as any. I reckon that if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here. It's an old hotel and casino here in town. Old Laura used to rent out rooms there, but she took off months ago. Across the way from the Vikki and Vance, the other old casino. Can't miss it. I guess I... Finally decided to make yourself useful, huh? If you can bring the law back to Prim, we'll all be in your debt. Yeah, bye.
Howdy.
Kind of a jerk there.
Any luck finding a suitable candidate for our next sheriff? Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
Move along, please. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vikki and Vance Casino and Museum. Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokesspot of the Vikki and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw indeed.
Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vikki and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
Alright, let's hear the whole story of Vikki and Vance.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any boss you've heard about Vikki and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vikki and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vikki would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it. Prim is a thriving resort community located in Clark County, Nevada, right along Interstate 15. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Prim's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vikki and Vance Casino and Museum, so you came to the right place, partner. The Bison Steve is one of Prim's less impressive casino hotels. I'd steer clear of that place, partner, if I were you. Rumor is the dealers over there are cheap, and that rickety roller coaster is liable to fall down any day because it wasn't built to cold.
Lord.
Why, this is the Vikki and Vance Casino and Museum, Prim's premier tourist attraction and resort destination. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw indeed. Okay, so I could reprogram him with...
Half trails, partner.
parts, I guess. Uh-huh.
Hey there. Howdy.
Well,
Howdy.
I guess I can try and reprogram old Prim Slim. See if I can make him sheriff. Or I can go talk to the NCR, or I guess I can go,
Howdy.
look into, that
Howdy.
convict sheriff. See if he could be of use.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vikki and Vance Casino and Museum. Ah, shucks. System runtime error. Unable to initialize law enforcement protocols, partner.
Alright, I only need 5 more science.
Happy trails.
Do I have a magazine that will boost my science? Unarmed. Nope, I do not. Alright, well, gotta go try other things then, I guess. But hey, that's the town of Prem taken care of, I guess. Let's go check out the Mojave Express here. Dead courier. That ain't great. Okay. I doubt there's going to be much worth taking in any of these places. Ooh, there's some ammo in here, though. I'll take that. Alright. Not allowed to go to Deputy Beagle's residence, apparently. Okay, let's go on back over to NCR, let him know the good news.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
What is it?
Sir.
So I don't know. I'll talk to this guy, I guess, and then maybe I'll go talk to the convict guy and see if he'd be a decent option.
Yeah.
We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well. What we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help. Sir?
Alright, got options.
Morning.
Let's see. I've been going for a little over 3 hours now. I think I'm going to go ahead and put in an actual save here. And then call it a stream.